Hi, welcome to Scripted.scones, and I'm Devjani. I'm talking about this book called The Illicit Happiness of Other Book, which was my last book for the year 2025. This book talks about Osif, who is father to a 17-year-old boy, Unni, who died by suicide. 3 years has passed since Unni's death, but Osif is still trying to understand and figure out why Unni committed suicide, or was it something else. In this process, he meets his acquaintances, his friends, teachers from his school, and everyone has a different opinion of Unni. They all see Unni differently, but what is common amongst all these people and all these individuals is they all saw Unni as someone who was wiser beyond his age, who was kind, funny, witty, smart, handsome, and someone who was meant for bigger things. Hence, which is why it is more frustrating for Osif to understand why his son did what he did. Osif is a journalist by profession and an alcoholic by night. He ends up trying to kill himself on several occasions to the point that his family is now used to finding him standing on a stool with a sari or a lungi wrapped in his head from the fan. It is not a surprise anymore. What's more astonishing or astounding is that his wife kind of hopes that one day he just stops breathing. You also have his younger child who is also kind of not sure why his elder brother, whom he idolized so much, did what he did. As and when the book progresses, you get to understand Manu Joseph really does not want to give you the answer, or the book is not really written in a traditional way where it will give you the answer of why Yone died. Rather, it focuses more on complex human emotions, their relationships, and their attitude towards different things. It forces you to ask questions. It asks you as a reader to ask enough questions in life to be curious about things. It also talks about how it is completely impossible for one human being to know another human being completely, even if they are your own child. The book ends in a cliffhanger or in a open ending sort of ways where it gives you the space to figure out your emotions, to sort it out. What worked for me was I was really invested in knowing what was happening or what will happen by the time the book ends. However, unfortunately, it did not really land well with me. Maybe I was not the right audience for this book. Maybe I really did not want a book that makes me question this heavy human emotions by the time the year was ending. Fortunately, unfortunately, this did not really work for me. It was a miss for me. But anyone who is looking for a book that makes you question complex human emotions or talks about complex human emotions, you can surely check the book out.